Paul, how's the week been?
Yeah, it's been a tough week, I'll be honest with you. Lots of things going on. And obviously, the disappointment of Monday's performance and Monday's result sort of outweighed the excitement and pleasure that we got out of Friday's result. So it's been another difficult week, but these things make us stronger.
A 3-1 victory and a 3-1 defeat last weekend. How do you sort of try and get that consistency from the lads?
Well, you've just got to keep working. We have to keep working with them and trying to get that consistency. It's not something that's just happened at the weekend, though. We've had it over the whole of the season. I think there was some really, really positive signs at Peterborough, the way that the players went about it, and obviously the result gave everybody a huge lift. And then you want to carry it on in front of our own fans, and unfortunately we didn't. Although we had a spell at the start of the second half, we just didn't do enough to win the game. So all we can do is carry on trying to be as professional as we possibly can, trying to find a solution as soon as we can, and that's what I'll keep doing.
You've alluded to the other things going on, and we've put the statement out just now about the incident in town over the weekend. Have you got anything else you want to say on that? No, nothing at all. It's been dealt with internally. It's obviously not very pleasant what I've heard and what I've seen. It's very early to be able to say exactly what's going to happen, but we've given ourselves a bit of time to be able to assess everything, and at this moment in time I won't say any more. Does that mean the players involved will or won't be involved in the squad on Saturday?
Well, there's two bits to that. I never give the opposition any idea of what our squad's going to be at this point. And as I said, it's been dealt with internally, and we'll make the call come the weekend, and it'll probably be quite clear when the squad goes out for the game on Saturday, who's involved or who could be involved. So that's as far as it goes. It's too early to start talking about Saturday's squad. We've got another day of training to go before we get off on our way. But whatever happens, whoever's selected, I expect them to go out and be as professional as they possibly can and put on as good a performance as they possibly can.
Northampton on Saturday, another team who came up with us, but they've obviously dealt with that step up much better.
Yeah, they have. They were an automatic promotion team. They've done very well. They made some good additions in the summer as well. And they're sat in a decent position just outside of the playoffs. Whether there's enough games for them, I think they've only got 4 games left, so whether they're going to run out of games to try and get into those playoff positions. But I'm sure John will be pleased with the season that they've had. Certainly more pleased he will be than I am. But it's another tough game. They've had a mixed bag of results. They picked up some good victories against Derby County and against Port Vale, and they've also had some defeats. But it's the next one for us, and we've just got to approach it in the same way and try and get a performance.
They've got a strong home record, but we obviously have to take confidence from our last away game as well.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's they're a good side at home. It's never an easy place to go, and we've had some tough battles against them over the time that I've been at the club, and I don't expect it to be any different. I think it'll be a tough game, but we should take confidence from what we did at Peterborough, and hopefully, we've obviously got the players missing who started that game in Dylan McGeoch and Taylor Charters because they're not fit, but whoever's selected, I expect a proper performance from them, like we got at Peterborough, not like we had at home against Lincoln. And if we do that, then we can't really ask for any more.
Sam Hoskins is their top scorer again after we had a really good season last year as well.
He's a goal scorer, simple as that. He's got an enthusiasm that's infectious. He works, he chases, but they've got other players as well. They're a good group of players, and they're in the position in League One because they deserve to be. We're in a league position because that's where we deserve to be. But I still believe that the group of players that we've got can go and show a better level of performance than what the league table suggests we are.
It's a game where we could win and our fate could still be sealed, so there's really no pressure. Is that something you've spoken to the lads about?
To be honest with you, I've spoken to the players about that for a few weeks, that the pressure's off and everybody's given up on us, so we just haven't done enough. It's as simple as that, but it is, what I will say, it's not through a lack of trying. That they are trying, it's just not happened for us. It's as simple as that. And we've just got to make sure over these last 5 games that we give 100% in every single game, 100% in every single action we do between Monday and Saturday games. And if we do that, then we have to take whatever comes.
Have we got clarity on Dylan's injury after his scan this week?
Yeah, it's a very mild 1B strain on his calf. It started with the kick, and the bleed has obviously just affected that. We're looking at probably a 3-week return to play, so he has a possibility of being fit for the last game of the season. But it's not great news. It's better news than it could have been, but it still gives us a bit of a problem.
Has JJ been back in with us today as well?
He has, yeah. JJ's joined training today. He's joined in and done part or most of the session. It's a case now of just building him up. He's done quite a bit of work back at Rotherham. He's come back in. He's keen to get involved, and we've just got to hope that we can get him back onto the team sheet as soon as possible.
Is that a case of seeing how he goes, or is he straight into the squad for Saturday?
No, it's a case of seeing how he goes, really. Saturday's maybe a little bit early, and possibly Tuesday he might be okay if we can get a few more training days into him. But we'll assess it as we go along. We have to be very careful with him and make sure that he's right. We have a duty of care of that. So we'll see how he goes over the next few days and then take it from there.
Any other injuries come out of Monday's game?
No, we had a clean bill of health from Monday's game. So we have to just pick an 11 and an 18 with what we've got available to hopefully go and do a job.
We advertised yesterday the physio changes with Chris leaving and a new physio starting tomorrow. Can you just sort of explain what's going on with that department?
Yeah, I mean, Chris came and spoke to me a couple of weeks ago to break the news to me that because of family commitments, he just can't continue to do the job. His family. They had twins last year, and the demand on that has been so great with the hours that you have to work in football, because it isn't a normal 9 to 5 job. It affects each and every day. It affects your weekends, and he just said he needs to take time out from football to go and help and be part of the family growing up, and I totally respect that. So Chris is going to leave at the end of the season, and we have a new physio starting on Friday, James Council, who's coming from Blackpool. He is starting with us, so he comes straight into the group anyway. But we are now going to have to find a new lead physio, somebody who can head up the department, the physio department, and hopefully somebody will see the planned changes, the planned improvements of Carlisle United, and we can get some good applicants and hopefully get a good person into the role.